So after all the years Pokemon has been released, this is by far still in my mind the worst Pokemon fight that's ever been released in the Pokemon anime. And that fight is Ash versus Trip. If you remember the fight between Ash versus Trip, I think it occurred in episode 1 or 2 of Pokemon Black and White, and it was when Trip got his first Pokemon, Snivy, and I think either Ash or him asked for a battle, and they declared for battle, and this is a battle where you think that Ash would have no problem beating Trip. It's a level 5 Snivy against a level 100 Pikachu. Now, however you slice it, right? Either Pikachu just used one move, let's say just Quick Attack or Iron Tail, and Snivy was like using his best move at the time. I mean, level 5, and you can give you best, he had Vine Whip. Pikachu still had all the right advantages. No, he did not. I was like, I don't know what this Snivy did to himself. He must have like Ivy trained the crap out of himself, because like this dude knew Leaf Storm at level 5. He knew Leaf Storm, I think, before he knew Vine Whip at level 5. I'm like, I don't know what type of IVs they're pumping inside of him, but like this, they must have get Trip the freaking boosted of Snivies, because I think at this time when Pikachu couldn't use any electric moves for whatever reason, which I don't remember, he still had other moves in his arsenal, like Quick Attack, Iron Tail, that still would have one-shot a level 5 Snivy. But for whatever reason, I don't know why, but he lost to Trip. And like, I don't like this fight in many ways, because I think this is the worst fight ever in Pokemon, because one, he's introduced to the main rival of the series, which is Trip, but the way he lost was a level 5 Snivy who has some reason have a Leaf Storm, and Pikachu, some reason, even Nerf. Let's give the benefit of the doubt, like Pikachu's Nerf, he's a little bit weaker than he's not used to be, but like even so, he still should have at least one-shot it. It's a level 5 Snivy. And even if Ash didn't think about like what moveset to use, right? A one-shot is like predictable. It should have happened, but it didn't happen. And you know, it comes to the fan base and myself too. It's like, how does Ash lose to a level 5 Snivy? I'm like, well, I mean, my head is like, it's not any level 5 Snivy. It's a level 5. It's a level 5 Snivy with Leaf Storm. But even so, that Leaf Storm shouldn't have been part of his moveset. Like, this man must have found like a Snivy that had like a bunch of TMs pumped into him, because like a Leaf Storm level 5. Come on, man. Like, what happened to the good old days where your first move was probably like your best, like a leaf, like not a Vine Whip or Razor Leaf, probably your best move, but like, you know, like, even so, I think like in the introduction of Trip, when he came in as well, I didn't like it very much, because he felt like a carbon copy of Paul, which is fine, I guess, but like, he wasn't unique in the series, you know. That's obviously why I actually didn't really enjoy Trip as like a main like rival to Ash, because like he felt like a almost carbon copy of Paul, where he didn't like really like wasn't very special of a rival. If being honest, man, like he was a jerk, sure, but like he just watching the series, I'm like, is this just trying to be another Paul? Because like if he is, it's like it's not doing that great of a job, because like you like Paul, but you're not really adding anything new. We saw this before, but Paul was way better than you, because Paul actually added more reasoning to Ash's battle style and how Ash trained than you could, you know. But like scratching that little aspect off, we're talking about the first battle between Ash versus Trip, which is Snivy versus Pikachu. In what way would a Snivy, even if you give benefit of doubts, right? Benefit of doubts, you can like freaking, I don't know, protein him, use all the like the zincs, like proteins, all those like medical supply things for Pokemon. He still would have not beaten him. I don't think I don't even think he would still get past like maybe 10%. Like maybe I'll give you the bare minimum that he'll let him lose like 10 health, like just 10. Pikachu lose 10 health at level 100. That's being generous. If Pikachu doesn't hit at all and he just stalled, there was no way Pikachu could have lost that match. And like I said, even with his nerfed, even when he was nerfed in the first couple of episodes, he couldn't use like Thunderbolt, Volt Tackle, and all that stuff. I get all that stuff. He still should have won. And I don't know what the creators were thinking in this part, where like Ash always has to lose to his rival every single like time they fight. Because I think I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if you guys remember this from series, like based on the whole thing, from at least from Kanto all the way to now. I think he lost to Gary first match. He lost to Paul first match. I don't know if he lost to Richie first match, and then he lost to Trip now first match. You know, it's just a cycle where it's like it doesn't really make sense. Like it could make this the only way I would think it makes sense if he lost the first match. If you had like I don't know, if he had like an Oshawott or a Tempeg, right? That would be more reasonable why he lost the first match. But no, this man literally had a level 100 Pikachu go out, take on the Snivy, and still lost. And I'm still gonna consider this the first fight. In the second round, when he fought Trip again, when Ash had a little bit more of a full team, I think it was Pikachu, Snivy, Tempeg, maybe, and like a P-Dove. I don't know if Oshawott was there at the time, but even the second fight, Trip said the only good Pokemon he had at the time was Pikachu and Snivy. Now, this is with Pikachu back with his electrical powers like Thunderbolt and Quick Attack, Full Tackle, all that stuff, and he still lost. It's just like I don't understand where like even we give benefit of the doubt. Again, we're giving benefit of the doubt. Like Trip at this time trained up his Pokemon, get a little bit stronger, you know, levels up a little higher. But like even we get the benefit of the doubt, like he still beat Ash's full team. It's like, where does this part like really make sense, man? Like it's like, come on, like you don't win. You won every single match. Like I'm gonna use this as like a bar, because I mean it did happen. Like Pikachu came from beating up like legendaries like the Lotties and other legendaries from his like past career like battles, to losing to a level 5 Snivy or a level, let's give it a benefit of level 15. Like he's not evolved yet, but let's say level 15 or something, 14. And you lose like that. It's just like it just kind of doesn't sit right, you know? Okay, first time I could see. Okay, first time, let's say he won. Trip won, which he did. Maybe a fluke. Second time, Ash fighting him again with a little bit more of a full team and a full power Pikachu. He should have at least split it 1-1, but he didn't. I think this video's been long enough. I want you know your guys' thoughts about this fight. Is there any other fights in the series that like, or any part of the show in Pokemon, like did not like sit right with you? You know, anything from the series, from Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, all that. Anything those fights did not sit well with you. Please let me know, and I'll catch you all later. Yeah, take care.